Hi everyone, we're the Day of Admission Surgery Rapid Recovery Process team. So a bit of background on our project. We completed this project at UPMC Shadyside. We completed it in the Day of Admission Surgery unit, and our focus was on rapid recovery patients, and these are patients who are discharged from the hospital on the same day as their surgery. So what we found in their current state is that 35% of rapid recovery patients are failing to return home on the same day as their surgery. So this leads us into our problem statement, which is that rapid recovery patients are failing to be discharged on the same day as their surgery, and this is taking up inpatient unit bed space and increasing costs for the hospital. So our overall goal here is to increase the proportion of orthopedic rapid recovery patients that are being discharged on the same day.
In terms of our approach, we conducted interviews and also conducted on-site observations to gauge the current process. This allowed us to create the process map that you see below. We also went over to UPMC East to look at their process. It's very similar, but runs a little bit better. So we wanted to see if we could bring anything back to Shadyside that we learned from East. In terms of our data analysis, we found that specific surgery types have higher failure rates than others. Surgeries later in the day have higher failure rates, and that a few reasons for failing the process were particularly prevalent. We ended up building 6 machine learning models to classify patients as either good or bad candidates for rapid recovery, and found that our logistic regression model was the best. This model, in conjunction with some literature that we found, allowed us to construct a set of patient guidelines for selecting patients for rapid recovery.
So following our data analysis, we came up with a set of adaptive guidelines that we gave to the client as our first deliverable. And these guidelines detailed the process changes and suggestions that we came up with during our project. Another one of our deliverables was an economic analysis tool that we used to justify the hiring of a new nurse. And based on the data that we were given from the hospital, we found that a reduction of just 7 overnight stays in a year would make up for the cost of hiring an additional nurse. And then moving on to the implementation of our deliverables, they will both be handed off to the hospital, and the adaptive guidelines will be reviewed by nurses and other hospital staff. And then the economic analysis tool will be delivered along with instructions for use so that it can continue to be used as new data is obtained. This concludes our poster overview, and thank you so much for listening.